the mic, another amazing redhead, and someone who I admire very much, Specksgoor!
Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to talk to you about something. I mean, this subject has probably already been beaten pretty dead by now. A lot of people are suffering because of it. It's a global epidemic. It sends people to isolation. It's making it hard to travel. You all know what I'm going to say, but babies. It's babies. Of course, I'm talking about babies, right? I'm at the age right now where my friends are starting to have babies, and it's normal. Like, there's no winky emoji with the Facebook announcement. There's no graduation maternity dresses. It's just like, it's normal, right? And I'm also at the age where people younger than me are starting to talk about their biological clocks waning or ticking, right? I know, it's terrifying. Yeah, and then they ask me about mine, and I'm like, bitch, I'm on biological daylight savings. I jumped back a few years when I moved in with 4 roommates. I'll spring ahead when I pay off my college loans. So and then you get that thing where your parents ask, right, when you're gonna give them grandchildren. My mom asks. I know, it's horrible. It's horrible. But instead of explaining like autonomy and gender fluidity and all this other stuff, I just come up with different excuses that are, like, get her to shut up. Like say, my cult leader doesn't allow it. I sold my uterus on the black market to pay for Burning Man tickets. Or like, the model I wanted is discontinued, and I can't find one used. So. But I went home. I went back to New York like a month ago, maybe. And this is weird because I have some friends visiting from New York right now, and you know this person I'm talking about, which is weird. But I went home to New York, and my friends have a baby now. I know, it's weird. It's my old roommate and her husband. They have a baby now, and like, I don't know a whole lot about babies, but I know that this baby is abnormally bulbous. Like, it's proportionate, but it kind of looks a little bit like if Buddha were reincarnated in the lesser life as a blowfish. like this baby could have been an extra in Spirited Away. Like, it kind of maybe looks like if I tried to gargle with a wasp's nest. Its cheeks are so huge. I don't understand. Like, it looks like the Cabbage Patch doll slime made like a sumo wrestler baby doll. But just in the face. And I feel really bad because he's cute. Like, don't get me wrong, he's really cute. I'm just not big on babies. I'm not big on popular opinion, but unpopular thing to say. I'm not big on babies. They're loud and they're needy and they're leaky and their heads bobble at disturbing angles. And I don't really know what to say about them. Like everyone else is doing I don't do peekaboo. I don't do goo goo gaga. I don't do Gucci Gucci. I don't do any of that. The dad was like, he kind of looks like me, and I was like, yeah. If you have a shellfish allergy. I felt really bad afterwards. But it's mostly because I think it's like from this deep-rooted fear of like I can't take care of a baby. Like I can't imagine taking care of a baby. And also there's like a 90% chance these days that it's gonna grow up. Scarlet fever, TB, mumps, measles, all the things you used to be able to rely on for virus reports. You can't anymore. You're committed. And I can't, more so than that, I can't imagine birthing it. Right? Like this baby is 4 months old and it's wearing clothes for a 1-year-old. It's so big, it's like 20 pounds. I know. I can't imagine tampons are uncomfortable sometimes. This baby is a crying human cantaloupe and it was pushed out of a body. It was pushed out of a body. I don't understand. And I know vaginas are elastic and and all, but like, so are socks, and those fuckers wear out. I just feel like if I birthed 4 kids like that, having sex would be like throwing a pencil down a hallway. Like, am I right? My mother, bless her, my dear mother, my mother had twins. I'm a twin. And we were born 40 minutes apart. Wow. Naturally. I just feel like 28 years later, I would still be bitter. But kids, like having kids is so hard because so you have to birth the thing, right? First, you have to give it a name. Then you have to remember the name. And then you have to remember the kid. Like, everywhere you go. If losing a baby is not like losing your wallet, right? Like, people don't feel bad for you if you misplace it. You can't just write your name and your phone number on the inside of the diaper. It's frowned upon. Like, the Good Samaritans won't turn into the station. They're going to turn you into the station. And like, once you have a baby, it changes your whole life. You go from like pumping weights to pumping milk. Can't have people over your crib because there's an actual crib. You go from punk rocker to rocking chair. And I would have to keep real food in the house. I would have to live in a house. Like, I wasn't an adult until this year. If in subsequent generations, they keep going at the trajectory exponentially that they're going at, my kid's gonna live with me until they're like 40. I can't do it, and I know there's like they bring you joy, and there's laughter, and there's good. I know. But if someone came up to me and told me that I'd be afflicted for 9 months with a disease where my feet swelled to twice the size of my ankles, and I feel like someone was violently kicking my internal organs from the inside, and I was throwing up every morning and then immediately craving spray cheese on cherry pie afterwards, I would be like, God, no, spare me. Isn't there a cure? Don't you have a cure yet? It's a horrible disease. And I can experience after effects for this for the rest of my life, right? What do you mean it's sexually transmittable? I can get it from having sex? Like, can I use hand sanitizer for that? Is there like a face mask to protect me?
If you can find it.
It's terrifying. Anyways, this has been your public announcement for abstinence.